Good morning all. Today we learn about the different pillars of object-oriented programming language which are used in Java. So basically there are four pillars which are used in Java programming language like polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction and interface. So let us see one by one in detail. So here first one is polymorphism. Basically polymorphism is nothing but ability to take more than one form. That is one name many forms. That is we can declare the different methods with similar names. So that concept is known as polymorphism, that is ability to take more than one form. In Java there are two types of polymorphism like method overloading and method overriding. So first one is method overloading. Basically method overloading is also known as compile time polymorphism. So here the concept of polymorphism, compile time polymorphism is when we declare two methods or more than one methods with similar name but with different signature or parameters in a class. So that kind of method is known as method overloading. So for method overloading there are some key points. So first one is method name is always similar. That is we can declare more than one method with similar name. Then in same class only. That is we can declare that methods in same class only. Then in case of these methods, access modifier, return type, variable name doesn't affect on overloading. That is we can consider any type of access modifier, any type of return type and any variable name. Then next one is different arguments or parameters. In case of method overloading, when we declared methods with similar names, then their arguments or number of arguments are different. That is, suppose in one method we declared only one parameter, then in second method you have to consider two parameters like int a string b, like that. Then second is we can declare different sequence of arguments. That is, suppose in one method we declared int a string b, then second method can be considered as string a int b, like that. Then third one is different data types. That is we can make use of different data types in case of two methods with similar names. And next point is constructor is overloaded. So same rule as method overloading. So these are the some key points which we have to consider in case of method overloading. Then next concept for polymorphism, that is second type of polymorphism, that is method overriding. The method overriding is also known as runtime polymorphism. So basically when we use overriding, the question arises, so when we are using the inheritance concept, as we know, in inheritance concept there are two different classes. One is known as parent class and another is known as child class. So suppose in inherited class, if parent class contains a method and in child class, if we need same method name but different logic or code inside method body as per child requirement, then we go with method overriding. Suppose for example we are declaring one parent class parent, and suppose in that parent class we are declaring one method like addition. Then suppose we have to use same method name in child class like Suppose we have to use addition as a method name in child class, then we can use. But there are some key points we have to consider in case of method overriding. So these are some key points related with method overriding. That is, method name is always similar in case of parent class or in case of child class. That is, we are using the same method name but different classes. Okay, as we see in method overloading, the class is similar. That is, we can use only one class. So here in case of method overriding, different classes, and that classes must be inherited. That is, child class must be inherited from parent class. Okay. Then third one is variable name doesn't affect on overriding. We can use any variable name in case of parent class, and we can use any variable name in case of child class. Then access modifier. Here in case of access modifier, the child class access modifier is always child of parent class access modifier. So meaning of this is, suppose for example in parent class we are using access modifier as default, then in child class we can make use of only default, protected and public access modifiers. Then if we are using protected access modifier in parent class, then in child class we can make use of only protected and public access modifiers. And in case of public access modifier, if public access modifier is used in parent class, then we can make use of only public access modifier in child class. So this is related with how to use access modifiers in parent class and in child class. Then next key point, that is return type is always same for parent class and for child class. Then same number of arguments. As we see in case of method overloading, we can use different number of arguments, different sequence of arguments or different data types. But in case of method overriding, same number of arguments required for parent class method and for child class method. Then same sequence of arguments required for parent class method and child class method, and data type is also similar. And last point is constructor never inherited, so overriding not possible in case of constructor. So this is all about method overloading and method overriding. So let us see one example which demonstrates use of method overloading and overriding concept. See line number 1. Here we are considering two classes. One is known as parent class and another is the child class. Okay. So suppose class parent. So here in class parent we are declaring one method.